Okay, this is part 6 of the 2019 higher level project. Part 6 written here. This is our profile, all the dimensions. So our workpiece should be 156 by 120 by 1.5 mil thick. So there's the thickness. So if you add 10, 13, 13, 42, 42, 13, 13, 10, you get 156. 15, 35, 30 and 40 gives you 120. Here's our blank workpiece. It is the exact dimension. So if we measure that, that's 156 and that's 120. Okay, so that gives us a little advantage in that we don't need to measure out from our datum corner all the time. Okay, now if you look at the profile from the middle, it gives you out 25 that side, 25 that side. Then from the middle goes 42 and 42, and then it adds on to 30. So they're all kind of measured out from the middle, really. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for this piece, is we're going to find the middle and take our measurements out from there. Okay, so the middle piece, 10 plus 13 plus 13 plus 42 is 78. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the rule, we're going to get the Jenny calipers and set it to 78. So that's it at 78 there. So this leg at the edge of the ruler, the pointy end, 78. I have this marked as my datum, so I'm going to measure in from that side. So 78 all the way down on my workpiece there. Okay, so just make sure it gets all the way down to the bottom. So you can clearly see the line there in the video, so that's fine. So I'm going to measure out from there. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these two holes. So 10 plus 20 is 30. So I'm going to use the ruler here for this. So I'm going to set both sides of the ruler. So give me both sides here, 30 left and right, and line across there. Okay, there's where the first hole should be. 10 plus 20 plus 60 is 90. So again, 90, both sides of the ruler, both are matched up with the bottom of the workpiece. Okay, this needs to be accurate. Line across the top there, there's the top hole. So I have the two holes measured there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is get these two holes. So you can see it's 25 out from the middle each side, and they're at a height of 5. Okay, so I'm going to measure out from the middle 25. So the ruler, 25, top and bottom of the ruler, both sides of the ruler. Say 25, draw a line down here. Change it over to the other side. So again, 25, both sides of the ruler lined up. Okay, so you can see there 25, 25, little line here. Okay, now what you can do is you can either use the ruler here to measure up 5 millimeters. So 5 on both sides of the ruler, little line there. Or what you could do is get the Jenny calipers and set it to 5. So that's set to 5. And I could draw a line there to give me the same thing. So I'll do that for this side. So there's my little line up 5. Okay, so there's the 4 holes done. Okay. Next, I'm going to get this little profile here. So the height of this here is 10. So I'm going to set the Jenny calipers to 10, and I'm going to draw a line across here. Alright. So I get the ruler, Jenny calipers again to 10. And I'm going to draw a line all the way across here. Okay, so there's that first line. If you measure out 42 from the middle, you're going to get this point here, and 42 out this side is going to get this point. So from the middle again, 42 on both sides of the ruler. It's important to get both sides. Line here. And the other side, 42 again. And here. Okay, so that is going to give me mark there and a mark Okay, there's one whole position here, a whole position here, a whole position here, a whole position here. Okay, so to get the other side of this bend line at the top, I need to measure out 15. So I'm just going to put the ruler flush with the top of the workpiece. Okay, and then I have this on the 15 mark here. I'm just going to make a little mark at the top there. I don't need to go to the top all the way to the ruler because I just want a little mark at the top. Okay, so this side again, the ruler flush with the top of the workpiece. Make sure it's set to 15 and a little mark here. Okay, so that's going to give me a mark here and a mark here. Okay, I'm going to use a blue colour for all the bend lines because there's quite a few bend lines across here. So I'll draw with the scribe first. So if you lean the scribe in one point, rest the ruler against it, and then line it up with the other one. I'm just going to draw a line down here, and I'm going to go over it with the blue marker. So you don't need to do this, but it just makes it a lot clearer for the video. So again, lean the scribe on one point, rest the ruler against it, line it up with the second one, line down, and I'll just color it in with the blue marker. Okay, so there's that bend line. Okay, next I'm going to get these outside profiles. Now there's no measurements for all this, but because it's a mirror image, all these measurements can be used for this side as well. Okay, so this line here, this bend line, and the center for that hole that we're going to drill is in 25 from the edge. So we'll get the ruler and we'll get the Jenny calipers, and this time we'll set it to 25. Okay, so from this end I'm going in 25 all the way down, and from this end we're going in 25 all the way down. Okay, these heights here, so we're going up 15, so we'll get the Jenny calipers, so we'll set that to 15, line across here on this side. Okay, 15 and 35 is 50, so I can measure that in the Jenny calipers, 50. Now when you get to these bigger sizes, as you saw there, the Jenny calipers gets a bit difficult to use. So when I'm getting the next one now, so it'll be 15 and 35 and 30 is 80. That's going to be too difficult, so I'm just going to use the ruler. So I'm going to put the ruler flush with the edge of the workpiece, 80 there, and you can see the ruler's lined up with the edge of the workpiece. Just a little line here, same the other side, little mark there. Alright, now you can see that from here it has to go to this point again, so that's the same as this point. So I'm just going to put the scribe right on the edge of that mark, right where it meets the edge of the workpiece, line that up, blue marker, do the opposite side, so put the scribe right on the edge, line it up with the ruler, that allows you to concentrate on all you do at the other point. There's those bend lines. Okay. Now for this part here, this says radius 2. So we're going to be 2 from there to the middle, 2 that side. So that's going to be drilled size 4. This line here is in 25 from the edge, so it'll be 25, take away 2 for this line, which is 23. And this line here will be 25 plus 2 is 27. Okay, so we'll draw those two lines. We'll use the Jenny caliper for that. So 23 is there on the ruler. So just from here down, And I can do the same on the other side. And then 25 plus 2 is 27. 27. Take your time and set the Jenny calipers. 27 that side. 27 that side. Okay. This point here, radius 10, so it has to be 10 up from the bottom and 10 in from the side. So again, Jenny calipers, set it to 10. So 10 in from the side, 10 up from the bottom, 10 up from the bottom, 10 in from the side. Okay, that's going to give us the point for that radius here. This point here, this radius, 10. Okay, so that means it has to be 10 in from that line, 10 in from this line. I can't use the Jenny calipers now because I have no edge for this to sit on. So I'm going to have to use the ruler. So I'm just going to turn this around slightly. 10 on both sides of the ruler. So 10 there on that line, draw that line across here. From the edge, 10 both sides of the ruler, so 10 here, 10 here. And that mark now, okay, is 10 from both sides. So you can't really see that on the video, so there are the two marks that I got there. Okay, so that's 10 from both sides. I'll just slide this around and do the other side. So again, the two 10 marks on the ruler, draw this across the end, two 10 marks on the edge, draw this across here. So it's that mark and that mark. Okay, there's those two bits. I'll just go back now and just trace over these. Point there and there, and mark there. Okay, this point here is going to have to be drilled. This point here is going to have to be drilled. What do I have next? I have this little radius 6 here. So it's going to have to be 6 from this line. This line's up 10, plus 6 is 16. And then if you're working in from the left hand side, it's going to be 10 plus 13 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6. So 10 and 13, 23. 23 plus 2 is 25, plus 2 is 27, plus 6 is 33. So in 33 from the side, so this is the ruler for this. So 33 from the side, so 33 both sides of the ruler, little line down. And then up 10 plus 6, which is 16. 16 both sides of the ruler. So there's that little mark. And we'll do the same the other side. So again, 10 and 13 is 26. Sorry, 23 plus 2 is 25. 27 and 6 is 33. And then up 10 and 6 is 16. So there's those little marks. Okay, so at this point I have everything that needs to be dot punched. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So don't dot punch straight onto a table using this little steel block. I'm going to get my dot punch, I'm going to place it on the point when I've leaned over, straighten it up, and a little tap. there's all my marks dot punched. Okay, so I'll draw all my fillets for my little curves now. So this here and this here and this all have to be radius 10, so there. So I set my ruler to 10, so I get the divider, put one point on the 10, the other point to the end of the ruler. I'm just going to draw in this fillet here, so that should be a tangent to both lines. And do this one here. So a tangent to the bottom, a tangent to the side. Just turn this around. Tangent there. Tangent here. Okay. And then these ones need to be radius 6. So I'm going to change this to 6. Look, it's in a bit tighter. So this here is going to be radius 6, so it should just be a tangent to those two lines. It should be a tangent to those two lines, which it is. And this, you don't have to draw this in, because it's going to be drilled, size 4. I'm going to do it just so we'll have the fully marked out piece. There's going to have to be radius 2, but this is difficult to do with a divider. So difficult to do accurately. Yeah. So the only thing I need to do now is draw the outline. So I'll just do the rest of my bend lines. So there's a bend line coming from here. And here. And there's a bend line across here. A bend line coming across here. Then line across the bottom here. Okay. I'm not going to draw a line down here because it's not actually a bend line, this is just a center line. So bend lines, all the little dashes are the same length. Center line, you have a long followed by a short. So that's just to say that that's the center of the piece. For the outline of everything now, I'm going to use the green marker. Okay, so we have this edge here. Okay, another little bit that we still have to mark it was this bit here. So it's along this bend line. This has to be 10 out. This is about perpendicular. So we're going to use a ruler to mark this. So we're going to set the 10 at both sides of the ruler. So 10 here, 10 here. And we see the end of the ruler is going to cross this line in here, which is going to be this point and this point. So all this line is going to be drawn across the top here. That's the full line drawn. Do the same this side. So just make sure that one corner of the ruler crosses the edge here and the other corner crosses this vertical line. So there's that bit done. So now we can draw the outline of that, which is here. And this goes up parallel to the bend line. This goes straight up here. This goes up parallel to that bend line. You have a little fillet drawn there. there. This is 6 and then fill it here. Radius 2 arc there, that's going to be drilled. And fill it here. Okay. So the sun is after playing havoc with the sun. It's there now. And the last solid line just is here. And this one here. Okay. So there's your piece fully marked out. The only little thing left is to get the engineer's protractor, 75-degree line. That's going to go from this point down here. Okay, I just don't have the engineer's protractor to draw it out there today. Okay, that's the only bit to be done. Okay, best of luck.